I wanted to share something with you all. Just so you know, just in case you haven't seen a video, my name is Theresa. I'm a new soaper. Last night I decided that I was going to make some bath bomb or bath fizzy cupcakes. This is my second batch of bath fizzies. This is the first batch I've done as a cupcake with a frosting topping. They turned out really well. Let me see if I can adjust the light just a little bit, give you a little more light. My dog's coming down to visit. You see, they are really quite lovely. The only problem is, now this one here is a little shorter, but this is the problem. Ta-da! The frosting comes off. It comes right off, and I'm not sure why. I followed the instructions exactly the way the recipe I found online read. It was from a rather prominent soaper, so they have a YouTube channel, and well, I don't know what I did wrong, but ta-da! Oh, I'm going to cry. The bath bomb part, the fizzy part, is really hard. You can see it got down in my cake pan there, so I'll have to get that off of there, but that's not a big deal. But the top not sticking is. So I'm going to have to do some research to figure out why they aren't sticking. Now this one's stuck. It's stuck on there now. For how long, I don't know. My guess is if I gave it a little push, it'd come right off, but of course I'm not going to give it a push. Also, my frosting was really high. I mean, it was up there, and then he said, whoop. I don't know if that, I think it's probably just the nature of the beast, because I had some really stiff peaks going on. So, these are lavender cupcake, bath bomb cupcakes. They do not have the bubbling agent in it. I think that's SLSA. I think they don't have that in the. It's not in the frosting. I haven't ordered any yet. I'm still learning the bottom part before I mess with the top. I just wanted to try and do a plain top. You see there. It got down behind my wrapper, and it's tin, but that's easily removed. No big deal. I'm not going to attempt to take the wrappers off, at least not yet. I think they're hard, but they still have a little bit of give. So, yeah, I'm not really sure. So if you have any tips about how to prevent this, I would much appreciate it. I can tell you that the topping has meringue powder from Wilton. It has powdered sugar. I can't remember. I'll list the ingredients down at the bottom. I don't have my recipe batch card available, and I don't want to waste the time to run and get it. So, but I'll put the ingredients down at the bottom. But I know it has cream of tartar. It has meringue powder from Wilton. It has powdered sugar, fragrance, 4 tablespoons of water. Well, it's fragrance, but it's essential oil. It's lavender essential oil. I had 4 tablespoons of water. And I want to say that was it. So, and that's the recipe that I found online. But if you have any tips on how to get that to stick, I would be much appreciated. I have these little guys. There was leftover frosting. And they're very soft in the middle. So maybe that's why they're not sticking. Maybe it's just not dry enough. Maybe I touched it too fast. I also wanted to give you a small update on this. This is the batch of body butter I made, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago now. Yesterday, maybe it was yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, I don't know. Someday this week. I took this one, I told you I refrigerate my body butters overnight, after I've whipped them all up. And if that's wrong, and you know it's wrong, please tell me. But I usually do that so that I can come back and clean up the container easily without risking, popping the lid. Because when they're frozen, the lid seems to be a little tighter on these little containers. But either way. So this is the recipe. I did it differently. I didn't melt my hard oils, like my shea butter and my coconut oil. I didn't melt my shea butter at all. And I only melted half of my coconut oil. And, but I whipped up my shea butter and half of my coconut oil. Then I melted, half of my, coconut oil, added in a few little other things. And then I did multiple whipping sessions over an ice bath. And it looked wonderful. I'll link to this video at the bottom of this video, and you'll be able to see what it looks like. It was beautiful body butter. And then yesterday I took this pot out of the refrigerator and let it not defrost, but melt. And it literally melted. Now, let me be clear when I say that this body butter is still wonderful. But I don't think you would call it a body butter. I wouldn't call it a body butter. Maybe a body mousse or just a plain old lotion. Because if you can see, if I leave it tilted long enough, it will pour out of its pot. It's rather runny. And I would definitely not suggest that you not melt your shea butter first, because it does leave small little bits that you can feel with your fingertips. It smells wonderful. It feels fantastic on the skin. It does appear to be a little oily when you first put it on, but it doesn't take very long at all, and that shine goes away, and you just have a nice, smooth skin. But it's not hard. It's not a body butter. I would call it more a body mousse or pudding, something. It's not a butter. A melted butter, maybe. Not a butter. And that's just its consistency now. So I'm definitely going to, because I like the consistency, the oiliness, or the lack of oiliness. That was one of the reasons why I was changing up my recipes, because I didn't like how oily it made my hands and skin feel. But my hands are still quite shiny after using it. So, you just because when you apply with your hand, you have more, it seems like you have more on your hand than you do on your arm. But my hand is not greasy at all. So, yeah. So I'm definitely going to go back to the original way I was doing these, which is melt my shea butter and my coconut oil first, then let them harden and go from there. But I'm going to use the same ingredients that I used before. So, okay. So, before we run into a 20-minute video again, that's all I have to show you. As I said, if you have any tips on how I can get these darn things to stay on, I would much appreciate it. Until next time, happy soaping. Bye-bye.